Alright, so we are started here. Alright, let's get into the actual game, get our sound going. A little bit on the loud side, just a little bit. Oh no, don't mess with that. That's what causes problems. Don't mess with that. I'll take the master volume down one, I guess. Oh. There we go. Idiot. Although I don't think the echo is transferring because it's in the headset, but that's fine. It'll drive me nuts. Just go ahead and get loaded in. We are 7.5 hours in. I'll play for 2-3 hours or so, and then switch over to dungeon crawl. So we're at the base camp. We have double jump. Where to go? There's that area. It was a straight up dead end. There's areas down here. That's water. That was a special door. That I don't understand how to get down. This is a random marker that doesn't mean anything. Not much over there. Oh, that's the room with the sword where I have my current familiar. And that's where you need Flucty jump skill down there as well. And the unfortunate thing is, we got a clue which was lost to time and space as to where to go. There's not any apparent exits in the clock room. Clock tower. Well, it's not a clock tower, it's just... Is it? I don't know. There's a lot of gears over there. That's all I'm really saying. Reminiscent of a clock tower type stage. So let's see where we want to be. Well, there's this little spot over here that appears to be open, which may or may not be accessible, but we'll soon find out. Easily. Oh yes, this one. Oh! And that hurts quite a bit. Oh, right. You're still alive. Okay. No, not unless we could grip onto that ledge. But here, we have double jump now. Well, we can at least see that spot now, but it doesn't really help us. Okay, so that's a no-go. Now there are a couple of areas over here, and I still don't know what the scroll on the map is. What about down here, which I do have to go to the right and around to get there. Go ahead and save just for fun of it, plus the healing, of course. Stepping on spikes, or near spikes, or into spikes, unfortunately, hurts. Nope, sorry, I'm out. sort of doing damage there. It may or may not be the best familiar, but I don't know if there is necessarily a best familiar. We don't really have to fight him. But I mean, it's just mean to stab someone and then walk away. Sword Boy does more damage than we do. Pretty good amount of it. Nope, we're a little bit too far down for that chest. And since the map's a little bit strange here, I'm not going to worry too much about it. It's probably just some crafting materials anyway. But since I do have to now jump up here. Alright, it is this one. Yep, just some crafting materials. Which ain't bad. I don't know what that shield is supposed to do. Other than be some sort of shield? I mean, maybe it would be bad if I didn't have an amazing weapon that could fire all the way across to the edge of the screen. I was even talking about this weapon with friends, because this is a game, gotta talk about it. Well, halfway. So if I'm in the middle of the screen, which generally you are. Ow! Ah! Unless you're on a more confined space. Oh, you get very medicine from them. That's why I had the one time. Which could arguably make the, well, whatever they are, fairy pixie, whatever, the best, potentially, ally. Oh, this place, right? Okay. No, that doesn't do me much good. Ow. Yes, indeed. Well, you know, the funny thing about that, now that I think about it, is we can actually attack the boomerangs he throws out. Okay. Just trying to think about where I might go. I mean, obviously there's this spot to go down here. It's kind of a commitment, though. Alright, so can't go here, requires a key. Could try it anyway. What about here? I have it marked, I've been up there. It's kind of a ways away. I mean, there's a teleport over to here. Unless I can make this jump now, which I might be able to. Let's go ahead and go down there then. So I did approach the bottom of the waterfall, but not the top. So loud, sword, which is why I'm switching to the Silver Knight. Give him a good chance. Didn't really have him around for very long. Should make, well, I should make more use of my magic. I just like the sword too much, but it can't fire downwards, obviously. So with enemies, they're at strange angles very easily. destroyed that way. Oh, and here's a spot I just haven't even been in. Elemental ammunition recipes. Can you? Thank you. That didn't do a lot of damage though. Which is why you're about to be gone. If he was more aggressive, yeah, we'll go with the upgraded dull hammerhead until we upgrade our other familiars. This will do for now. Gotta check for those secret doors. Also, bats, don't hang out by candles. You'll get stabbed by accident. Oh, we got hit there. Alright. Underestimated the range I needed to have to be safe. Stuck in the ceiling. Sorry. Alright, so it's looking like a pretty decent jump. Not sure where the exact edge is. I believe it should be right about there, though. Curry powder. Curry dish. Well, how convenient. But unfortunate because there's really not a lot. There. Oh, maximum MP up. I want to destroy this candle. Don't worry about that maximum MP up. So there are a lot of little crevices here. Wait, there's gotta be something. Yeah.
Benjamin, what are you doing here?
Oh, sorry. Right before I went whoosh, I remembered this huge waterfall I saw in me travels, and...
You want me to kick you?
I said I'm sorry. Can't we just try this again?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for bringing this.
Now remember, picture your house. Your house.
Ah.
Oh, I'm not daft, you know.
I don't know that.
Before I go, let me give you this for helping me.
Should I assume that worked or not?
No. I would. But that's money, though. If the guy's got something, he's got money, and he's hidden behind a secret. Jeez, man. Really screwed it up that time. So yeah, sure, mimic. That's the thing, apparently. Can I make any ups over here? No. That is not an insignificant amount of money, though. Alright. Well, I don't know an easy way out of here, so we might as well keep going with what we have going. Just, you know, continuing to poke and prod at those walls and the areas that we have already established that we have no idea. Which is unfortunate because there's a lot of shovel knights around here. It's possible there's an area where I can go down here. Possible. Doesn't. Thanks, Bat. Doesn't seem likely, but I want to at least give it a go. It's very strange that we would float like that uncontrollably without any ability to go down. And even if it's not strange, it's rather inconvenient. It would be really unfortunate if I could do something here and just didn't understand what button to push, because circle does nothing.
Tap surrender!
Nope. And backdash does nothing, can't downslide. Although that gets us some depth. But we can't do it unless we're out of the water. But, as I said, it gets us some depth. So maybe get lucky. Probably not, though. Seems unlikely. Well, this is one situation where I'm glad that I can't automatically drop down. Guess we'll head up the hill. Where else to go? Now, this big thing right here, we need to have the ability as well. This is the only place I can think of that I might be able to go. So it's probably going to have to be a place, because this is the same thing with water. This is an absolute mystery. I think we've gotten everything we can here. Ugh. The only other option is to check out this spot right here, but I don't think that's even going to be anything at all. Although, it's as likely something as it is not. It's not so hard to get to with fast travel, but again, we have to get there first. Unless we use a waystone. Got it. So good. Okay. Oh, you're... I don't know. Clearly he's a sneaky one. Most fun thing in the game. Not being able to pick up the loot because it's stuck in the wall. Because enemies can travel through the wall. Honestly, I should just use the waystone and buy another one in town. So we'll just do that. Because they were really cheap. Plus our friendo made us use another one anyway. And I mean, we should check to see if he's here. Alright.
I can buy back shards, if you like.
Yeah, I probably do.
What are you looking to sell?
Because I'm sure there's a couple we have a ton of. Oh really, left and right on the D-pad. Go up and down here. Okay. Don't nearly have as many as I thought I would.
Is this right? Then we have a deal.
Oh, yeah, here's one that I have a bunch of. Not all of them. Well, I mean, honestly, I could.
Is this right?
Sure.
Many thanks.
Just take them all. Obviously, they're somewhat common. Bunnymorphosis. Which...
Thank you.
I do need you. I need you to tell me
Did
where
you
to go
forget
next.
something?
Because I'm an idiot.
Thank you. I'll be here if you need. Is there anything else you'd like to eat? Yes, actually.
Yeah, so...
I'll help you figure it. I suppose I'll stick around and...
Alright, looks like some sort of casserole. I don't know. I'm sure it'll be readily apparent when we come over here.
It's good to see you. What are we transmuting this time?
Oh, okay, he's not saying the late night thing, so That is actually relative to the computer time, or your actual time. Which is interesting, not crazy or anything though. Right, so, we can make a bunch of food right now. But it looks like macaroni gratin might be the thing you're looking for. So we need some white sauce and some pasta. Which we can make the white sauce, yeah?
I'll go with this.
And not the... wait.
Great.
And the pasta.
I'll go with this. Great.
Yeah, it's great, alright. And we can't make it yet because we probably used a component. We need 2 pasta. We only have 1 pasta. We need more flour.
Promise you'll stop Jeeble no matter what.
And we got a bunch of spending money from our friend Benjamin. So we can do that.
Oh, hello. I have
I
something
don't know what
new
you're
to
talking
offer
about
you.
for strings, so I'm not going to give you anything. We saved your life. But anyway,
What are you looking to buy?
like 10 of everything. Honestly. Oh, and
Is this right? Thank you.
also, important thing, waystones. Which are not under that category apparently. Or are not purchasable? Oh, and food all comes into this category once we've made them, apparently. Much like many other things. Honestly, let's just... oh, right, we can only have 9.
Is
Still,
this right?
7's
Then we
plenty.
have a deal.
Since I did find out we can find them randomly, and that's going to make me never buy enough.
What are you looking to buy?
But more foodstuffs.
Is this right? Many thanks. Is this right? Then we have a deal.
Just gonna load up on basically everything, so that we don't have to
Is
make
this right?
trips
Many
back and forth
thanks.
constantly.
Is this right? Thank you. Is this right? Then we have a deal.
Until we're out of money, of course, which won't take long.
Is this right? Many thanks. Is this right? Many thanks.
And we can always go with as much butter as possible. Although, the wiser person would
Thank
not
you.
overspend,
Come back anytime.
which we've already done, honestly. At almost 10,000. Let's get rid of that. Buy ingredients.
Are you eating properly? What are we transmuting this time?
I don't want to go nuts
I'll
on
go with this.
sub-ingredients, though. 'Cause that's just tying
Great.
stuff up, not saving much convenience.
I'll go with this. Great.
Okay, so we could look at the bonuses here. Constitution, luck, and mind. So,
I'll go
Corn
with
Chowder
this.
seems like the best of these things.
Great.
And luck or mind. Well, 2 points in a mind seems pretty good.
I'll go with this.
And if we can make the other one, which seems we can, I will.
Great. I'll go with this. Great.
We don't have any apples, soy sauce, consomme. I don't know, what are some sub-ingredients we can make? We don't have any.
I'll go with this.
You know, I don't want to go nuts, but I at least want to have one of each. Even though some things
Great.
require more than one.
I'll go with this.
Well.
Great. I'll go with this. Great. I'll go with this.
Yeah, nothing like
Great.
good old crafting, grinding. In a game where I'm
Great.
supposed to be killing stuff. Oh, but now I'm out of
I'll
butter.
go with this. Great.
And now we can make manju. An Eastern afternoon treat made with bean paste wrapped in dough.
I'll go with this.
And I'll go with it.
Great.
Well, we're out of cookies, but we have eaten cookies before, I swear.
Promise you'll stop Jeeble no matter.
No ma. So, of course, we don't have a fire ring, which I could check to
Have
see
you
if
learned
that's in my
anything new?
transmutation list.
Here's what I've turned up on the monsters.
So we've got those quests. Nothing changes in that realm.
Hi, Miriam. So, what'll it be?
So do we have a ring we can make of fire? Flame ring? Yes, we can. We need a ring and a ruby. Well, let's just do that
I'll
then.
go with this.
Why didn't I do this before?
I'll go with this.
I don't have a legitimate answer for that.
There, all done. Pace yourself out there.
Hello, thanks for the
I'll
corn.
finish the arm.
Well, I don't know where I left off, so we could do corn again, but let's do potatoes.
Can you plant this?
Sure. Oh,
Hello.
How are you?
Oh, submit flame ring. It says it right up at the top.
Here's what you asked for. This is it?
Yep.
That's the 5th villager we'll be able to lay to
It
rest.
sure is.
Here's your reward.
The Eye of Horus.
This is the keepsake I'm looking... Right.
A tea dress. Well, that I don't know if I
Thank
have
you.
any access to. So, are we haughty enough for this item we have received, the Eye of Horus? Down in the world like a bird. Oh yes. Oh yes we are. Now do we need a different hat to go with it? Cat ears. Don't know when I got those, but not quite. I think maybe we have a winner. Yeah. So it is. With our feather crown and monocle, we shall look down upon the peasants. Oh, my familiar got confused or something. So, can we make tea-based clothing?
It's good to see you. What are we transmuting this time?
Defense. Not as good as what we have, which... Alright, so we need some dreadful rags. Which I think I only know one source for.
Come back if things start to go awry.
Which is those giant beastie... Let's see... Archives, demons... No, maybe it's a little bit further down even. You have Sinister Rag and Cursed Ring. There's not a good spot to fight you without just grinding it, so I might not worry about that just yet. But it was Sinister
It's
Rag
good
I
to see
believe I
you.
needed.
What are we transmuting this time?
No, it's Dreadful. Not even Sinister. Which I don't even know a good way
Promise
to
you'll stop
look
Jeeble no
through.
matter what. Are you eating
Well,
properly?
no, this
so,
is the wrong.
what'll it be
Blah, blah,
back
blah.
if things start to go awry?
No, I'm never coming back. I doubt I have any of the... Alright, so we can go through here and look to see. if it's the thing that we know about. Cloth, cloth, cloth. Oh, Sinister Fang and Heart, but no other drops. We don't have a shard from you yet. Honestly, that's a little bit surprising. Well, how many have we killed? 32. We haven't killed 100, though. It's not like I should die of shock. Oh, that's where we get the cat ears from. So if everyone wants cat ears, kill a cat. Makes sense. Nothing from you yet. Not even knowledge of you not dropping things. So it could be one of you. Probably not. Maybe you. Although, now that I think about it, what I do want to do here, before
It's
I forget,
good to see. So, what'll it be?
is I want to enhance some shards. Like our... Well, we've done that. No, we haven't. We just need sword fragments to upgrade them. Silver is not cheap. We could upgrade you a bunch. And we
I'll
do
go with this.
know now that we can randomly find your healing things. So let's go ahead and go this route.
I'll go with this. I'll go with this.
We can't upgrade you anymore because we need fairy wings now, which presumably drops from a higher tier enemy. And Alchemic Bounty takes 9 silver. Whoa. But would definitely be worth it, I'm sure. Petrification rate, Toad Eyes. What are we using? True Arrow, yeah. Dreadful Rag. Great, so that's competition on those Dreadful Rags. Requires Lily Ears. And we are trying to see if we can get Dreadful Rags, so we might go after that anyway. We have cannon scrap. Grab to certain objects to manipulate them. I don't know why upgrading that would even be necessary, though. And I could upgrade this, but I don't really use it, except for accidentally hitting it. Oh, let's call him a flame. I think this is the one I'm using, which takes emeralds and even less reason to randomly upgrade. And I'm stuck between trying to figure out where to go to progress and it's going for materials. I guess I'll go here. One more time, just in case. Although it's possible I just need that other ability to get there as well. But I'm kind of low on options right now. So we need to figure that out. Yeah, we stood there and took that one. Oh, hey, we got the shard now. Augment your intelligence, increase your intelligence. Now that wouldn't be bad. Faster casting. Intelligence 37. Oh, it's right over here, you fool. Really not even much at all. I almost attacked you.
So, miss, shall I?
So do we have any new ones, or are we already explored? Oh, we do. We got pigtails? Not interested. Thank you anyway. Could go with a change of color though. Actually, I'm really not that keen on what we have right now either. Go classic. Oh well, what do we need to complement? Let's see, we've got blonde. No, no, dark. I'm thinking black to complement the haughtiness of our monocle. Royal purple we already have going. Subcolor. No, I like what we had. But eyes. Oh, that's actually inverted too. Oh, I didn't know there was invert. But now we need those blue eyes of mystery and I don't know.
The look suits you fine.
Thank you. So it's Sinister Fang. Does that mean Sinister Cloth is here too? Although I'm looking for Dreadful, not Sinister anyway. Which it probably is off the lilies. Oh yeah, it's this room. Damn. So we would need that ability. Then there's this room. Well, I guess we systematically work from left to right. Although really it's just that tower's gotta be where it is all at. On the plus side, it was not difficult to get more items. That needs to be changed, because it's not in the wall. Like, if it were in the wall proper, I wouldn't even be able to see it, and it wouldn't bother me. Then it was like, oh, he didn't drop something. Oh, when you leave the area, it gives it to you. Okay. I'm no longer upset. Disappointed, but not upset. Alright, so I was going to go here to go around to there. Which is fine. Not very optimistic about this location, but gotta be thorough. Oh, a sword. Probably pretty ordinary though. Good attack damage. Any secret techniques? Does not appear to be. Oh, I don't know. Just looking at the way she holds it, even though most of the time we're just moving with it anyway, or it doesn't appear at all. Yeah, we can hit those ghosts pretty easily like that. Alright. Oh. I bet that there is a secret around there. Just need the right angle. And that is not it. Come on. Oh, we actually can't make that jump. Which means we need increased jump height. We would need more height from there. I guess we can't make it. If there is something there, I don't want to expose it just yet. But that was not our ultimate goal. He's fine, he can live. I think he's learned his lesson. Really, I'm just throwing it early for the bats and hoping for the backswing to hit him. When I should just be jumping over him or something along those lines. So we are here again. Got it. Alright, we've got potential here now. Unless it's just out of our reach for jumping, which it probably still is. Ugh. Increased jump height needed again. No, we'll just go to the left. I'd actually make sure I wasn't saying right instead of left, confusing my left and my right. Right, avoid the bats, just get through the room. It's a coin. Looks like a penny. Yes, I know, a whole penny and I'm leaving it behind. I suppose I could go under, just to verify we can't cheese by doing the stomp attack. Yeah, stomping. We do 28 damage with the stomp. It doesn't seem right. No, definitely cannot get down any farther. You get up here and destroy these for no point. What about... You get down pretty far, but not really do anything with it. But mostly we're just going this way to go this way. For the sake of going that way. Haha, you didn't hit me. For once. And we'll just go this way because it's just as good as the other. Plus we'll kill some rats, which we don't normally do. Probably won't even have to slow down. Unless we throw out the gun. Weapon at the wrong time at all. Because it does take it a while to return, which is the only real downside to this weapon. And we found the shard for the first time. Summon rat. Calls forth them. Oh. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. And we're back here again. Yeah, we're back here again. Oh, we never... Made your food. Let it get cold. Now we're bringing it to you.
Did you...
I did. I bring it.
That's it? Oh, I feel... You're welcome.
So get a kukri. Which is cool. Probably up. Does not seem like how I would expect a kukri to be used. Just saying. And do I have... Where? Personal data? No. Journal. Up to fire. And for blah blah blah. I wish this were organized a little bit differently. Wheel, lance, thousand blossoms, rapier, da, da, da. Yeah, nothing. Another weapon I don't care about then. Listed as a dagger, good attack damage on it. But can't get much better than the flying edge. At least for now. So what can we cook for you now?
Is there anything else you... Yes, I'll help you fix...
Classic sweet.
I suppose...
It looks like cinnamon cookies, which I've made before, and I'll make them again. Slam fist.
Hi, Miriam. What are we transmuting this time?
Oh, I didn't see it in the first pass. Oh, chocolate cookies. Well, they're one of the two. We have to make cookies first, though. Which we can right now.
I'll go with this. Great.
I do need to see if there's cinnamon or chocolate.
Promise you'll stop G.
Because they're probably cookies, because that classic, Alright, so they're that color. Hate it.
Hi, Miriam.
Oh, so it is straight up
What will
cookies.
it be?
Actually, it might just be. But the problem is, don't have butter,
I'll go with this.
so I can't see the actual comparison. Ugh.
Great.
It seems like it's just cookies.
Pace yourself out there.
Because the chocolate's pretty dark and the cinnamon ones are pretty light. Yeah, it's just cookies.
Did you...
Yes, I brought you cookies.
That's it. Holy... I feel... You're welcome.
Another heir apparent.
Is there anything else you'd like? Yes, I'll help you figure it.
Something spicy.
I suppose
Probably
I'll
curry.
stick around.
But it's a yin yang curry.
Hi, Miriam.
Hi.
So, what'll it be?
Curry and rice, which means we need curry sauce. Which is made. Up. Need some mocha oil.
Come back if things start to...
Or motor oil. She probably can't tell the difference. She's old.
I have something new to... What are you looking to buy?
Oh, do you have mocha oil? Not in that category. Unless that is a subcomponent which I could craft. Which I should really check to see if it is, because it probably is.
Thank
But
you.
that's alright.
It's good to see you. What are we transmuting this time?
All about the transmutation, sir. Transmutation. no, it's something we have to find, so good luck actually finding that.
I'll go with this. Great.
Anyway,
Come back if things start.
to go awry, I will. Or I won't. You know. So, tower, our last bastion of hope. For progress, anyway. And if I don't find it there, I'll probably just take a break. So that I can come back to this game again and be stuck again. Or never play it again. Yes, you'll die eventually. They give us melting bone, though, which is a component for making basic healing potions, which is nice. At least it's nice to know that we can get it from a source that is not at the very beginning of the game and grinding out weak enemies that give us almost no benefit. I mean, the odds of there being a secret passage here, pretty low. Feels like we're kind of at the edge of the map anyway. Though there's really no way of knowing how far out the edge is. But anyway. No sense in poking at you all day. Oh, wait, I don't like this room, do I? But it does have an out. Alright. Just want to make sure there's a point to it. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Okay, we didn't get grounded the gears like we almost did there. I just want to get away from those spikes. Right, so, theoretically, if I'm correct, we should get that item when we leave the room, whatever it is. Let's go down, actually. No, maybe I was wrong about that whole picking up the item thing. Oh, which would be unfortunate. Or to be more accurate, it would just suck. Riding habit, eh? So, oh well, we've killed enough of those for a thing. Alright, are you better? Well, you're up higher on the list, so no. Getting up there, but it's actually categorically worse.
Ooh.
But hey, we found it. Although silver is a pretty rare commodity, so obviously not like that. Hey, guess what? I'm not gaining height. And I've looped around already. So, in summary, need more jump height for that. Don't know if there's anything here anyway. That is a teleportation room. It's just dark. Need to be able to swim. Need to be able to use that thing. Same for here. little jumpy bit. This just doesn't seem to really have anything to it. It's the last resort we have, though. I have no idea how to go down there. Unless it is actually that basic that you just drop in. Which would be really irritating. But I think I'm 99% sure I've tried it about 100 times. Can't get up there because of the rocks. Can't get over there because I'm not sure. But man, that's not a convenient location to get to. And I would really like to know what these scrolls are. Okay. Ugh. Really disappointing. Sinister Skull. I wish I knew. Just quite what to do. So, we go up, we can get to there. There's no reason not to. Anyway, and the unfortunate thing is, she won't give me the hint again. And also, I don't. Oops, that was bad. Could have easily dodged that if I was smart. Not distracted by trying to figure out where to go next. But don't know. Shield that can be forced and faced in any direction. Alright. It's really the only lead I have, and it's a terrible one at that. But I'm gonna give it a shot. It's been an hour. I want to play at least a couple hours of wasting my time on this game. I mean, we have accomplished a few minor things, mostly just town and crafting and stuff like that. Not worth. Yeah, let's just die. Yeah. Alright, this was a one-way before. And we're back here again. Ready to accomplish nothing. Well, I don't think there's a secret down on this bottom side. Maybe top, I don't know. I mean, obviously I don't know. How would I? Ugh. Alright. I think there are actually an infinite number of both those enemies in this room. If you're in the right spot, at least. That was close. But you know, at least we're gaining valuable experience. gold. Doesn't really mean a lot to me right now. All I'm really using money for is buying crafting ingredients for cooking. And I highly doubt that cooking is the secret. Getting through, yeah. Alright, so. Let's go ahead and mark this as the location I can't get through. Yeah, forget about it. The problem with the clue that I was given in town is that it was basically, you know, not repeated, firstly, but secondly, it was just go to this place that I hadn't been to yet, so it did not strike a chord. Oh, you're still alive. Gonna get smacked down. Oh, you're my friend. I'm sorry. Secret there. So what about this? You know, it could be that I need to actually stomp proper in that blood pool. And I can't say I'd be disappointed that I didn't figure it out, but I'd be disappointed that I didn't figure it out. That being said, I don't think it would lead anywhere in particular if that was how it was done. No, I think this is more getting an ability that can drain blood or something like that, because I saw something, in the achievements at least, about blood, but... Alright, so... This is blocked because of that. It needs more jump height, which is the thing for the day. Right, we need more jump height for here. This is like my last resort to check right there. Oh, where's the mini? That's fine. Ugh. Oh, you're not dead yet. Clearly, I'm a little bit rattled. Alright, this doesn't go anywhere. Of course. And we can't get up there yet. So now we're going this way, so we might as well use that other teleporting glass. Hey, stained glass. Ah. That was instinct more than skill that made me not get shot by that arrow, and then I walk right on there and get mocha oil. So, do we secretly have this key? No. If I sell her mocha oil, does that mean I can buy it then? Not entirely sure why I can buy that. Unless you have to farm monsters for that kind of stuff. That's not even the way down there. Over to there, I mean. Can't even jump off. He is having a lot of fun. Back to the cathedral. Hey, Derpanium. How have you been? Haven't seen you in a while. Though my scheduling wasn't what it used to be back when I was streaming before, but we're trying Saturdays now. Instead of doing Friday nights, Saturday mornings, because more consistent with the mornings. Unfortunately, you came in just to see me be stuck indefinitely. Yeah, there's nothing here as far as going up, which is unfortunate because it seems like there's an infinite amount of up in this room. So, mark that as a no good. That's no good because we need a key. That's no good because there's a one-way door. That's no good because we need better jumping or swimming. That's just waterfall nonsense. This is a no good because who knows. These are both requiring the ability I'm looking for. And this is very high up, probably related to that. That's inaccessible. And that's like everywhere. Well, doing okay, you guess. Isn't too bad, so that's good-ish. Oh my god. It can't be something really silly like, oh, you just haven't gotten the shard for it yet. Or the drop. Oh, demons. Well, I doubt it's one of you two. Puppy doesn't make any sense. Book, no. Thunder a month, eh. I don't know why it would be something so basic. Ugh. Who are you? Oh, that demon, right? He has nothing because I didn't kill him. Shard, double jump, Inferno Breath, which, eh. That's about it. Wow. Alchemy notes. No. Quests. Finish that one. That gives 3 silver. That means nothing. Now, what if the train area actually had something that I could make use of? I just didn't realize it. Maybe I just need to point my hand at it and it'll open up for me, and I'm just an idiot. It's entirely possible. A little bit more height. There we go. It's basically my last resort. Fortunately, there's an elevator over here, which makes traveling there a lot quicker. You're not even worth fighting. This takes too long. Maybe when I get stronger. Alright, hold down. Get down there. Wait. Does this connect up? Or do I have to go to the left? No, okay. Well, that's fine. Hey, big guy. You are incredibly big. And dead. Oh, good. There's a save point because my health got low from kind of being like, I don't need to go save. Don't need to go rest. I do need to go die, though. No, I don't.
Ow! Thank you!
I got a little bit more map completion,
Ow!
but useless map completion. He just gave me everything he had. Yeah, get out of here. And big old dog hit. Oh, you just keep going. And can we summon you now? Wait, no, that's passive. Oh, increase your resistance to striking attacks, which probably isn't overwhelmingly, probably like a 10 point. No, not even. I'm sure it would be 10 with upgrades, though. But your dagger's stuck in air, just so you know. It did dissolve on its own. Probably would have hit me if I would have touched it then. Is something required to pass through? Probably. Can I get up and over with the ability that I don't have yet? Maybe. But it's not so simple as I thought. So this is basically a wash. I'll have to decide if I want to look up or just continue slamming my head against the wall for this. So we're going to switch over to Dungeon Call a little bit earlier than I wanted to, that's for certain. But it looks like that's how it's gotta be. Hey, we got a tail. So I guess we can do some town stuff. It's thrilling, but you know.
Ow! Ah!
But, I mean, the good news is our next playthrough will be more challenging because we will have difficulties.
Ow!
No, we won't be as leveled up because we're not running around killing random things. Effectively power leveling, but without all the power. Is this really the fastest way? I don't think it is. The elevator is fast. Let's go that way then.
Ow! Ah!
And of course, as usual, it's probably something incredibly simple to get through this, but I just don't know. That is a source for silver. So that's good to know. It'll be in the compendium, if nothing else. Alright. So we got our mocha oil, we can make a curry to give to her to get a thing. Which I don't even remember what it was. Because these are just grindy quests,
So,
not
what will it
actually really adding to the game. Which is unfortunate. But
I'll
what you
go
gonna
with
do?
this. Great. I'll go with this. Great.
Come back if things start to go awry.
Alright.
I have something
Oh.
new to offer you.
Do you?
What are you
Is it
looking to
mocha
buy?
oil? 'Cause that's all I really want. No, but it is curry sauce, so we can bypass that whole thing. So that's nice.
Thank you. Did you bring...
Yes, I brought it. Curry and rice. There you go.
That's it. Oh, it's
I have no idea how I knew.
I feel it. You're welcome. Is there anything else you'd like to?
What? Yeah,
yes,
what next?
Actually, I'll help you figure it.
A novel idea. It was wrapped in yellow and tricky to prepare.
I suppose I'll stick around.
Was it a bleeding lemon with a garnish? C'est magnifique.
Hi, Miri. What are we transmuting this time?
No. Dark matter. Oh, that sounds delicious. An ominous black mass that is probably edible. But you first. Well, whatever she wants this time, I don't think I have the recipe for it. Which is just as well, because I don't think I have the recipe for curry. Because it was hidden in a tricky location. Though it's equally possible that I just don't see it on the list because they are rayed out a little bit.
Come back if things start to go awry.
But unfortunately, that looks like it's going to do it for this session in this game. Oh, well, I do have to kind of minimize this. And it's one of those games that, wait, if I had show desktop, which is probably not what I wanted to do at all. Oh wait, no. We are doing the other version of the game. So exit this. See if, yep, alright, so we're good over there. Can full screen this, shouldn't make any difference over there though. Alright, so we've got our huntsman that I was messing around with, and the good thing about doing the not online version is I can demigod arcane. What? I didn't do that. Unless I did. That's very odd. Hold on. Huh. Okay. Well, that must have been a different load, different access file thingy. Alright, so wanted to succeed at this game this time, which was making me think Ghoul Berserker would be insane, if that's even a thing, because you can eat anything. And we can even go with claws. And I can number lock so I can actually move. So we are berserkers, so we don't need to make any choices. Oh yes, of course, background music. And the other reason why I did the download version is that I don't have to worry about tabbing out and doing screen capture. There we go. Oh, there's an enemy. Well, now a dagger of execution seems pretty good. Now, we are going to use some amount of stealth. No spellcasting, that's right out, because we can't anyway. And we're not good at anything, but neither is the troll, and he's a pretty good berserker. I don't think we have any particular skill with any throwing ability, no. In fact, we're really only good with unarmed combat. Or at least adept at it. And stealth. But the dagger will be really good with electrocution mod on it. Though I need to remember how to play as a ghoul. Well, that's not it. Because healing as a ghoul is tricky stuff. So I might have killed myself here. Oh! I think we can do it. We just need to not have enemies around. There we are. So we do slowly degenerate though, unless we eat. So we need to do that. And the nice thing is that we can actually eat anything, including kobolds. But we'll never be satiated. I think we don't go hungry either. I mean, I'll find that out at some point. Oh, is that magical barding? Sure is. And we can do nothing with it. Ugh, full house. We do have some decent claws. Unfortunately, we get through it. Alright, so we do need to heal. And unlike any other race that I'm aware of, healing does heal us, or eating does heal us. Of course healing heals us. Though actually, thinking upon it a little bit more, I do want to equip that dagger. Because we're going to go a little bit more stealth than I would as a different kind of berserker. And if we are doing stealth attacks, daggers are much better than claws. Even though we have less of an aptitude, it'll still really help us out. Then unlike the feline, the cat, basically, we will have access to armor. So I'd like to get a... we'll wait till I get to the next floor to read these scrolls. But I would like to get some identification on the amulet before I put it on. Well, if you hounds want to get out of there, that's up to you. So I do want to increase my dexterity, because we are being a little bit stealth. Our strength is, well, it's pretty well handled at 19 already. More strength is better, but there's really no reason to actively pursue increasing it. I almost feel like we get more chunks of flesh from creatures than we would as a troll as well. I don't know if it's relative to our size or just a coincidence, though. One floor down. Right, scrolls. So, remove curse, so at least we know that one. Teleportation, always a classic. Identify. Uncursed Amulet of Rage. Can't make use of that. Wait. Why not? Can I not rage? That would be hilarious. Oh, Ah, the ring was cursed too. Excellent. So we need to find a way to get rid of that curse, which is, you know, remove curse scroll, obviously. But we gotta find one. we used our only one already, so, you know, at least on the plus side, as soon as we find one, we'll know what it is. We don't need to use every scroll we find up until that point. Now, poison darts seem like something I want to go for as well here. Any more darts? Nope, just the ones I have. It's nice having electric on the dagger instead of poison, because now we have two different mediums. And electricity is just devastating. And not a lot of things are particularly resistant to it. There are the gargoyles, which I believe have resistance, but not much else that I'm aware of even. My intelligence is very low, which is kind of frightening. Because that means I really shouldn't blindly put on rings and such things. Because I could get a ring of reduced intelligence. And then I wouldn't even be able to read scrolls to remove the curse. Which is the scariest thing about now. Alright, so that hurt. But we can rest. We don't have to feed to do that at least. But a lot of the times the flesh will rot away anyway. Oh, fell through down 2 floors. And me without any skill in, well, daggers or throwing really. But we're getting it done. We go down farther. Or randomly farther. Seems like not the plan. Oh, we already have our deity. Okay. That is a very frightening room. Apparently there are some default ghosts in here. Guess we got our transmuter. And our throwy troll, which does make me wonder. Hit points 35. A weakling troll hunter. Oh, that's just not nice. You're vulnerable to poison, but we do have to actually hit you to do that. Yep, eat up. Okay, hit level 4. Need to find a way up though. Well, that's a way up, it's blind though. But it could be better than what we've got going already. Okay, let's get back from there. Should be able to poison you significantly. Oh, I don't have any more darts. Okay, so... Nope. Gotta get out of here. Oh, and I'm limited to bananas now. So we're going to die here. And we did. I'm gonna try that again. And he's... Oh, I hate the naming convention. So now I've got this guy, who doesn't even belong on there. I wish it would automatically reset the names every time. And I also wish that I would have been able to see if we could actually benefit from Berserker Rage. No, that's okay. We'll start over. Same old combination. Oh. Yeah, this is the current version, but it's a download version, which has a little bit of different things, like the menu box down. Well, here is my cursor. Menu box down here showing gears and stuff, and a little bit different of a couple of keyboard things. Like 5 is not like long rest by default. You got to do Control 5. Claws. Go. Good. Alright, so you. Maybe on this run I won't fall down 2 floors from the 2nd floor when I have a cursed ring of attention. That could be good. Yeah, so our intelligence is just dangerously low to start with by default. But that's also okay because we can't use magic anyway. So who needs it? Alright, come at me. So I don't need to turn off anything necessarily. Do want to make sure I have stealth. In fact, I'm going to bump up stealth to focused. Just to at least rush it up to 5. Because that seems to be the point where it actually starts working. Though on the other hand, I could start doing armor instead of stealth. Or I could do both. But I don't think I want to start off with chainmail, especially with armor skill being kind of low anyway. Top off the health. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with doing sneaky builds. I'm totally doing a vampire enchanter next. Because I really want to have fun with that. Because they're actually, even though they're advanced, they're still really good. But I do want to do a proper stealth character again. And succeed and do well. And it seems like Vampire Enchanter is the way to go for that, for me at least. Because you can be so sneaky. And you're pretty good with magic. Oh, also, I can click on the minimap to move, which is much better than not being able to do that, basically. chop them all up. You know, I really shouldn't ever rest. I should just consume corpses every time. Because I do gain healing from that, or get healing. Either way. And the more I rest, the more likely the corpses are to rot away. So we're going to play into our natural stealth affinity, or aptitude. Then I will go with short weapons again. It's not nearly as good as the Dagger of Electrocution, but we do want to get that skill up before we desperately need it. And fall into a shaft and drop one floor. And there is a reason why they call it getting shafted. It's our last chunk of flesh, so hopefully we can get through this without dying. You know what? Fine. Unwield. Go for the claws. Oh, made it through it. Did not get totally shafted that time. That snake I don't like though, not in any way. Although I think we are... Let's see. Okay, we're immune to poison, so that helps out a lot. Because really it's the poison that gets you from these snakes most of the time. Okay, so... I can't use Trog's hand as a thing. Wonder why the Ring of Berserk wouldn't work. Maybe it's because I'm Trog and I can Berserk anyway. Could be. And if I said ring, I meant amulet. Well, we're out of chunks of flesh now. Until now. But we're going to play with the worm a little bit more. As in play get away from him. Because we can outrun him. Which means we can heal. Really do need to get back up to the first floor though. I will rest up here. Alright, blind way up is just fine. Oh, wait, not chainmail. Just the helmet. Maybe if our stealth gets up high enough we can put on chainmail, but not for now. Okay, stealth is coming along nicely. In fact, I am going to raise the limit on it to 10. Oop. Or maybe I'm not. Not 100. But once it hits about 5, that's when I'm going to turn it back on a normal speed to increase. Actually, I don't even know if I have any water on hand, so I'm going to have to take a break at some point, not immediately, to prepare a drink. Oh, Mac Club. Well, we already have a deity, so we don't need to worry about that. And whatever that is behind the glass, I don't want to know. Oh, leather armor. That's fine. Should have at least 3 points of stealth, I would think. Oh, no, only 1. Well, I'm going to stick with it anyway. We haven't really been depending on stealth yet anyway. And it should quickly resolve itself. We've got plenty of strength to overcome the encumbrance problem. Crazy wolf, no thank you. Oh, we have a helmet already. That hat doesn't matter. And it's an ordinary hat? Yeah, found a hat in 18 stones. Oh, I wish he wouldn't have woken up. But went just fine. Dagger in a robe. Dagger's slightly better. Just for stealth attacks once we do get our sneak up high enough. If for no other thing. Time to go down. And stay there this time. No, just 1 floor. Great. You know, maybe 2 floors isn't so bad. Or maybe it's the worst. Let's go 2 floors. Ugh. I probably can't sneak. Oh, jeez. At least get to a better spot. And snakes are fast. Oh, that was awful. Way to escape. Okay. Well, I did want to try the vampire again, so let's just switch to that. We'll be Heartless the Vampire. A vampire, and a good combination that I know that actually works, unlike the crazy, hey, let's go ahead and try this random thing. Oh, you know what? I do need to... Well, combat lock's not particularly important for this game, but I should move myself to here. Because at least then there'll be an option to view that. See how that goes. Oop. Okay, that's a start. Bat got in the way. I was hoping to close the door. Now slugs are slow. Looks like we're safe for now. Now here comes that slime. And there goes that slime, but our health is back up as well. So, alright, slime still hasn't noticed just yet, so that's good. Now if we can take out the kobold. Now I should be using my magic as well here. So I actually hit him. Alright, so I'm not really intending to use very much for range attacks. So leveling up that skill, not very necessary. Or unarmed. Or armor. But we do want to do plenty of hexes and spell casting. And definitely want to focus stealth for a little bit. Because that's going to be very important to our success. And then we're going to go find the Woojin Council, eventually. And then we will be able to just thrust into our enemies with all our leaping sneak attacks. It'll be pretty great. I know I liked it the last time I did it. I'm really looking for a combination that I both enjoy and can carry me on into the late game. Oh, this slug got out, but that's fine. Very well. Finally. Okay. So, before I screw up anymore, definitely need to memorize this. Yep. And fix our spells up. There we go. Now we can put our enemies back to sleep. So that when we do wake them up because our stealth is bad, or because they don't give a damn about my stealth, we can still get stealth kills on them. Now if I was going for a less stealthy build, the God of the Dance, or whatever his name, or title, or whatever, I mean I can check it out. It is... Okawaru. Oh. Uskaya. Puts enemies to sleep if you're fighting them for long enough. Should be interesting on a short weapon. Actually, just short weapons, not necessarily daggers. But it would be pretty funny to fight for a little while and all your enemies get stuck dancing. It's not actually sleep, but it's just represented as being sleep in the game. But they start dancing and you just stab them. And it's pretty nice because it's a deity base, so I don't think it's resistible even. So we can put you to sleep, and we will, because as a vampire, we don't get hungry from casting spells. Oh, we do run out of magic though. And we can certainly equip gloves. can't eat, but we do have the benefit that we can use potions, which the mummy can't. So it does differentiate us from him. And we are level 3, so we can learn Confuse or the dance, but I think Confusion is going to be the one we want. Yep. Our stealth must have reached acceptable levels now. Indeed it has. Well, I mean, it's 5. Which is acceptable for the moment, and with ice magic, we don't really need to focus it that much because what is our failure chance? Actually, we might want to just at least get it up to level 2. There it is. It's actually 11. I thought it might have been 10. So we'll go ahead and hit that up. But we'll cap it out at 2 points. Because we're not nearly as good at casting ice as we are at hexes. And 10% chance of spell failure is pretty acceptable. But, you know, 0% even better. So that's even possible. I think it's always at least 1%. Not put him to sleep because we've got a little bit more of a fight over here. And we've only got enough to do a few castings of sleep. Which I could put more points into my spell casting, which would give me more spell points. But it's one of those things that's going to take time anyway, and once I get a little bit further along, I'm not really going to need a huge magic point pool anyway. 59% chance, worth it. Now that's an interesting option. What do we have going for? Yeah, we're bad at all throwing bows, crossbows, everything. So I'm not even going to mess with the nets. It's just an extra skill to train, basically. Alright, so auto-explore since we don't have hunger. Don't have to worry about any corpses rotting. No reason not to explore every last corner. Well, this is going to be great or terrible. It was great. He didn't notice us one bit. I'd like you to be asleep, although, well, right now we can be poisoned because we have blood inside of our veins. But we're getting pretty close to the point. It's around level 4 or 5. I like to just go in on bloodless, then have the amazing stealth and all the other resistances that come along with it. The main downside, though, to the new vampires is that turning into a bat is pretty detrimental for a moment. You know what? I don't want you to follow me, and I don't want to fight you yet. They're all asleep, but it's a lot of them. Now they're not asleep. And also not fully aware, which is really the best part of that. Oh, excuse me. So I really would not mind magic mapping or finding the way back up. There's magic mapping. Too bad we're already teleporting. Alright, fine. Don't notice me, dog. Alright, just go to sleep. Alright, back up to floor 2. Well, Sigmund is around. He is dangerous, but we can try to put him to sleep at least. Probably wouldn't be too likely that he would resist it completely. I was trying to get them out of line of sight so that I didn't have to worry about waking them up, but they woke up anyway. Ugh. Oh, sleepy boys are awake. Another dagger, but what do I even have? I think it's +1. Okay. I was hoping it was a +2, but +1 is good too. So anyway, one of these should be identified. Definitely not that one. Yeah, I really want to not forget my spells that I would have to rememorize. Yes, I'm sure. Of course, good to know, and we actually have a backup this time. Emit of the Guardian Spirit. Seems good. Seems good. I'm going to use it for now. It does drain our mana for the moment. And I guess if we find something that's immune to magic, it will be pretty nice. Or effectively immune to magic. Immune to ice is a thing that can happen. Though an ensorcelled hibernation would not work then. Alright. Well, kobolds can die, goblins can die on their own. So if we do find Sigmund, we've got 5 in hexes. Ice magic's coming along nicely, so we might have a decent chance of powering through his resistance. Now if we can end up finding Wujin Council, we will be able to override one of the main problems with Enchanter stealth tactics, which is enemies becoming awakened by moving towards them, or making the other decision, which is to wait till they're already in melee range to try and put them to sleep, in which case they can hit you. It's terrible. Waiting for that snake to come up. And we'll try and put him to sleep. These other enemies, nah. Although we do have the Amulet of the Garden Spirit, which can steal my mana away. Which is why I wasn't necessarily the biggest fan of having that. And if I do find something else, I'm probably going to switch out. More gloves. They're mundane though. Ugh. Yeah. I got him unaware. Completely off guard. So, I think it's about time to lose all my blood everywhere. Become super sneaky. Alright, Sigmund comes to this. Good. He's quite dead now. But nothing good on him, just an ordinary robe. Fully explored, good. Good, good. To the next floor, which we have mapped out already. There's heavy rock down there. Can't do much with that on this character, but always tempting. I think after we win with this character, good luck. If I win with this character, I wouldn't be playing another character today. Which I would love to do. Be great. But maybe I'll go with a throwing ogre, because then you get backup of a good weapon. A little bit different of a game plan than the troll thrower, though. But at least then with the ogre you get some decent aptitude with your skills. And regeneration isn't nearly as important on a ranged attack character, since you're not taking damage nearly as often. Okay. Well, didn't get as good of a stab. I believe that you get the most damage from a sneak attack against a sleeping enemy or completely unaware. I think if they have some level of awareness, it is a reduced amount of damage. Whoops. Surely our magic of ice is good to go now. Yeah, good. 6% I can deal with that. You know what? Actually, for now at least. Let's go ahead and get a cap on hexes to 10. Gives plenty of room to grow. And it really doesn't need to be that high. And how focused are we on stealth? We're not even focusing on stealth. It's going up much faster than everything else, which is just fine. So I'm at a pretty satisfactory location with how things are going right now. Alright, well, we're closing this door. I'll take the poison dart, but I'm unlikely to use it very much. Now, they're all awake and going to scatter, which is not a lot left. I'll check out this one room, and then I will go down to the next floor. If I end up coming back here, that's fine, but they'll be so scattered out by the time I do, unless things go terribly down here, that it won't be all of them at once, which is really what I don't want to deal with. And there have been plenty of times where I've been like, yeah, you know what, I think I can take them, and then I can't. And then I gotta make, like, what do I do now? Well, die. Usually is what the answer to that question is. Not quite ready to go down just yet. Hello, ogre. Yeah, we're on floor 4, so I do want to start making sure, absolutely, that I completely explore floors, just in case the temple is here, so we can find our particular deity of choice. Wait, what was that? Alright, spell. Ugh. Oops. I do have a confuse on that button. Which, what I really need to do is get this dance going. Oh, yes. So when we do encounter an ogre, and he is awake, or we're unable to put him to sleep, for whatever reason, he can lose his weapon and have his weapon attack him. You two. Oh, now we know. They all like me. We're all gonna be good friends forever. Who opened that door? I guess it was one of them. Sometimes the enemy does quirky things when they're moving towards the location. Which is smart, because, like, in that case, would have been avoiding me shooting him by hiding in that doorway. Now you, I would like to have not wake up. Excellent. Alright, so you have about 38 hit points, same as me. Very evasive. Oh, Weapon of Venom, which I'm immune to. Well, I am bloodless, so I can get out of this if I need to. I don't know what that potion is, though. So, do we have one of those? No, we don't. Alright, let's go ahead and fight him. See what happens. Going terrible so far, or good. It's too close to be at all confident. Okay, we got him. Got a good chunk of experience for that. And all that just for one potion. Which is all I wanted. Most important thing about ghosts and fighting them, though, is to make sure that it's actually worth fighting them in the first place. Versus whether you can take them on or not. That one probably was not worth it. But it ended up working out in the end. Sometimes that's just what happens. Alright, when I'm done this far, I definitely need to get something to drink. Because I am mighty parched. And a little bit tired because I left my caffeinated drink at work. And I've been slacking on getting groceries. Which I had been planning on doing today. But then I changed up stream. And, planning on doing it is definitely different than actually doing it. So there's an ogre. And he can fight himself. No? Alright. Well, regardless of whether the weapon fought him or not, he is disarmed. I wonder if I can do that while they're asleep and it can sneak attack them. That would be funny, but our sneak attack is going to be better than his club anyway. Even if the club has a 100% chance to hit, it does not have the massive bonus that daggers do to damage to unaware targets. Does not look like the ecumenical temple is on this floor. Oh, shoot. I'm just gonna get out of here. Same strategy as the previous floor. Or was that 2? I think it was floor 2. And I said I was going to get something to drink, so I should really do that before I forget about it again. So I'm going to go up here, open these. Alright, short break for a drink. Alright, back I am. Alright, so... Ah, delicious. So I got 1 water and 1 tea, because I like hot tea only. Really a cheap mix, but you know, gets the job done. But I gotta drink it before it gets cold. And the water is for, well, water's fine. Cold or warm, I at least need to hydrate. Oh, hello. Damn. 48% chance, but 64% chance. I mean, we can try to put you to sleep anyway. But really, we need you disarmed, just in case it failed. I do want to get my magic points back up. Excuse my drinking problem. Breathing water is not something I can do. And I'm sure if I could, breathing tea would be pretty bad for me as well. Right, I cannot put you to sleep. I can try and confuse you, but it's just not worth it. As we did fail the cast 1 time, but we should be able to take you one-on-one anyway. Now, this area up here must, or may, at least be a structure of some sort, perhaps of importance. Oop. Alright, go down, face the living. And come up and fight the undead. No one over here. Because they're all clustered down in here. Which, oh, you know, 2. I guess 2 can be a cluster. Uh-huh. Okay. I'd like to get as many of them out of there one at a time as I possibly can. Now you are potentially sleepable. Good. Oh, they're all awake now. Now I know the dog is faster than me. I did want to string him along as long as possible, just in case I was able to lose the others. There we go, confused and stabbed. Well, he's... No. Really don't care about making him easier to hit. Okay. Don't be bad. +6 weapon sword of doom. Weapon sword, The +6 short sword of doom. Weapon with piercing. So it's gonna have really good damage because it's +6, which is great. It isn't as stabby against unaware enemies, but it's particularly good. But affects my resistance. And we've got magic resistance, which is great, and piercing, extra damage. And this should be a great weapon for us. Let's put on some rings. Protection from cold, which we were pretty well protected against anyway, and plus intelligence. Also really nice. Now, I do want to check one thing here. Oop, not that. Need to check our special abilities. Just says about the regeneration and frailty. We are 3 pips into cold resistance. I just want to make sure that we are actually getting a benefit from our ring. So yes. But you want to see what happened? Come. Silly frog. Alright, spider. Or spider. Ant. I don't know, antenna. Their legs, right? No. Okay. Well, especially with this particular short sword, we can fight a few things here and there without having the jump on them. Hopefully like this wolf. Good. Yeah, because I know that there are some orcs around the area. Just gotta hope that they are susceptible enough to sleep. What is... Oh, that really didn't work very well, but we got him anyway. We got this. Gotta be confident. Not him, though. At least not in the current state that we're in. Still don't have our deity yet, which is fine. I am mad. Let's stock this goblin. Or goblin, orc, whatever. I don't even care. No, let's fight him straight up, because I want to get my magic back. Or at least I don't want to lose it by failing 2 casts in a row. That would be, moderate. So for Bloodstained, going back to that, I might just look up at least to see what that hint was for the next item, because I know what it is. It's the jump through small holes, or whatever the equivalent is. I just need to know what area it is in so that I know where to go. Because it would be really a shame if it's in an area that I don't even know where it is yet. But I'll probably end up doing that. Or I'll play offline, or off stream, and just go at it until I figure it out. So, well, if I buy the glowing gloves, I can't afford the armor, so that makes my decision a lot easier. Because both would have been decent options. Gloves of strength, okay. It's a little bit better than I was expecting. Shield. I don't think that I'm very adept at using shields. No. It's just an extra skill as well. So I'll pass on that. We're not training too many right now. I like the spread we have. And you know what? I like the amount of magic I have too, so I'm going to put a cap on spellcasting for now of 5. We're not there yet, of course, but we will be soon. And our stealth is kind of out of control. It does cost more than anything else to level up, but I'm going to switch the cap on that to 15. Which it doesn't need to even get much higher than that. I don't think ever, unless I start wearing armor. But there will probably be some pretty decent robes at some point. Alright, we can play this game. There we go. But again, I was much more able to deal with him that time. Why do I know you? Must have been on an enemy that I was fighting. And didn't really come into play very much. Let's get those potions identified. Carrying Brilliance, Might, and Invisibility. It's a good start to cataloging those potions. Found a dagger. Stairs. Stairs. Deity. Wrong one though. Search every last corner. For the temple. Well, I guess we had all the enemies killed off. Well, not that staircase. Alright, where are all of my... there we are. Sneaking up behind me, are we? Didn't even know I was there, honestly. He did not stand a chance either. I need to drink this before it gets cold, because once it gets cold it's kind of eh. Oh, well that was easy. Wait. Oh. I don't know. Toadstools apparently die pretty quickly. That one's a fungus, that one is a toadstool. Okay. That's interesting. I did not know there was a difference between toadstools and fungus. But normally when you have to hack through plants it takes a relatively long amount of time. Alright, so we got a couple of spells here. Which are right in the realm that we can use. Charms, necromancy. Problem with infusion is that it is magic. Might not really be that into this. So we do have a decent aptitude with charms. We're a lot better at hexes. So we got charms, necromancy, transmutation. Terrible with translocation and fire though. And conjurations. So translocation, Shroud of Haste. or Shroud of blah blah blah. Get rid of that one straight off. Charms and necromancy. See, the thing about this is the only one I'm kind of interested in is spectral weapon. But if I start running away, my weapon's just going to follow me. Which means that everything is not great. So I'm probably just going to pass on these. Oh, we're bad at conjuration too, so I don't even want to worry about dazzling spray. There are other spells out there that will be good for us. There's of course a whole nother tier of hexes that I don't have right now. See, now this is one of those bastards who is immune to ice. But we have a great dagger, so we slice right through him. Or short sword, I'm sorry. Still in the stabby realm. Thank you for not waking up. Alright, auto explore. So I don't have to maneuver around all those tight corners. I'm not saying the temple is not on this floor, but it's becoming less and less likely. That was a bad spot for you to sleep. Oh, here's the temple, and butterflies for some reason. Now, sleepwalking butterflies scare me, so they're done. Oh, that's where we want to be. Thank you for being here. There's nothing worse than finding the temple and not having your religion there. Alright, now we can perform damaging attacks by moving towards foes, which is going to make sneaking and sneak attacks so easy. We can combine that last approach with the attack and have one fewer chances of waking up our opponent. And we'll just accidentally kill things every once in a while. I guess I would just be manslaughter then. We're not a murderer anymore. Oh well. Poke. Thanks for the potion. Do you have any more identification? We do. I do need a different amulet. Like, the one we have is good, but not great. I don't have a lot of health, so I'm not too into the amulet of harm, because it could go badly for us. What else do we want to drop? Let's see, Guardian Spirit, because we don't want to do any toe-to-toe fights anyway. Faith, because if we remove it, it's bad. Amulet of Harm. I'll just get rid of it now, because a lot of the attacks we're going to be doing against unaware enemies, and once they become aware, we don't really want them hitting us any harder while we're trying to put them to sleep. Ah, blanket, come on. Let's see. Well, that's about it for now. Really what we need are more scrolls of identify or just to drink the potions, but I don't want to drink any bad potions. Oh, we're undead. We can explore every last corner. A Cyclops already? Please don't wake up. Thank you. Yeah, and there's no small surprise that I gained a few levels there. So I'm going to start focusing on intelligence now. Oh, right, we have the magic item, that ring, that gives me intelligence. It's not actually that good of a chance. I'm lucky, I guess, that we were able to put the other one to sleep earlier when we are more skilled now than we were before. So how's our training going? Coming along very nicely. In fact, we'll have a lot of focus into short blades and fighting. Our hit points will start to go up once we max out stealth and hexes for our current goals anyway, and spellcasting as well. We'll get up there pretty quickly at that point. We are starting to see some tougher enemies as well. Alright, cannot sleep you. Confuse you though. Theoretically. Oh, we're out of magic. Fortunately, we can also just beat you down. But we do have to try and keep those magic skills up. Right, you're not susceptible. The least you can do if you're not susceptible to being put to sleep is be very lethargic and just stay asleep. You're dead, you're dead. You're dead. And you're dead. So what are we doing on the old... No, I'm still about the same stealth value. 7 out of 10 would do again. Right, so here's finally somebody causing a little bit of trouble here. Well, shouldn't have put him to sleep, of the ones that did get put to sleep. Yeah, just stab him. Except for you. Although, we can see invisible, so he can't really do that much to be as giant of a pain in the butt as he normally would be to fight. Well, we managed to do it the way that I wanted to anyway. Right, so that drink is done. Yeah, I found a ration I can't eat. Yes, yes, rations. Well, It's not worth it in any way because it's just food, but you know, we killed a giant. Oh, Froggy. Oh, Piccolo's around too. And there he is. Look, you can take the place of your slaves at any point. I mean, whose life do you care more about, yours or theirs? Probably yours. Okay, so he's dead. Whip of freezing. It's all well and good, but don't really need it. Oh, hello, Froggy. Goodbye. No, we cannot do that to you. 50-50 shot on the confusion there. I guess he's dead. That's part of that whole surprise he's dead bit with the council and sneak attacks and all that stuff. Okay, well, let's go this way. Got a couple of viscous yellow potions. Cool. Hey, I can actually look down here and see that I have a potion, and I can click here to use it. So nice. So, I do want to see what our multiple potions are. Or potions we have copies of. Because I've always liked to have mutation. I don't know if I can use mutation as undead. I know the ghoul can't use it. I think the mummy can't use it. It's possible that the vampire can use it, but there could even be a limitation on them where it's like you can only use one or the other. Or in one form when you're bloodless or bloodied. That seems unlikely, in fact. A short sword of speed. Well, if it was a dagger, I might go for it, but as a short sword, we've already got one that's pretty good. Oh, a robe of fire resistance. Okay. That's good. Now we have fire and cold resistance going pretty well. If we find that ice location, we'll be pretty well off. And, excuse me, I don't know if it's because of our class, race, or whatever, but our excuse me, health regeneration rate looks pretty solid to me. I mean, maybe it's average for our level, but it seems really good, I would say. Let's hit level 10 then, update the stream title so I can get killed. For feeling pride in my actions. I know, I can't eat, I just wanted to butcher him. Why does everything have to be about eating? Oh, bees! Billions and billions of bees. Oh, this is not good. That's really... Wow. They just destroyed me there. I didn't even have time to mentally prepare for the death that they put upon me. I could have... I was like, oh, well, I better run away, get to a good spot, and then I can fight them, and no. Just wrecked me. I didn't even get to update to die. Well, there goes that. You any good at translocations? Yeah, you're fine. Let's do a warp a frog. What? Man, that was a really solid run, and then, I don't know. Just decided to throw it away. Why do I do that? I don't know. Like, I even saw it coming, too, which is the saddest part about it. Wow, okay. They did not want me to live. Wow. Okay. I mean, I guess it was just because I was bloodless and I had so few health. I should have just used bad form. Ugh. Everything had been going so smoothly up until that point. I just didn't even think. So stealth is out. Just turn that off right now. Throwing? I probably want to use throwing. Not focus it, but I'll probably use it. And we'll find a shield when we do. Clear this out. Yeah, I did want to check a few tiles away. Just to make sure that nothing will immediately aggro if I do drag something down. I think it's early enough on that we can just put that on. Well, interesting items don't really work the best for us. Maybe great if we have to run away. So you'd be able to have some extra evasion. And then the stealth ring doesn't even matter because we're not going stealth. Protection from cold is fine. Shadows flee as I approach. So we definitely want to go with Shining One since we're dramatically bad at stealth anyway. Swim through water, cover ground slowly, hop short distances. So there's really not a lot that's special about us other than the fact that we're slow. Another fine option would be Charbados, the one with the slow movement. Probably not actually Charbados, but something similar to that. Let's see. Briados. Oh, no, this isn't the Shining One. This is the Altar of Zen, who does do a lot of things that might help us out. Don't mutate, though. Oh, right. No, this is Zen, not Okuwaru. I like my potions of mutation too much to pretty much ever become Disciple of Zen. Maybe if I'm playing a halfling. Hopefully we can find, it's not Jessica, but someone with a flaming sword. So that if we do make it down to fighting Hydras, we don't have to make decisions. Why did I do Dex? Okay. I was like, yeah, I need to increase my strength. Alright, so hold Shift D, and there's your dexterity. Ugh, I hate when I do stuff like that. So I don't have any caffeine. I'm actually tired. But, not really. I mean, I slept enough. Woke up before my alarm, all that stuff. I just need to actually get used to waking up at 9 in the morning. Oh my god, it's so moderate a time. But even at work, it's so slow in the mornings, I do take some time to rest my eyes, if you will. Oh, very hungry. Guess we eat. That's about everything. Or literally everything as well possible. An apple. Sleeping on the staircase. Is that the staircase leading up? Could you have been there if I went down that staircase too? Maybe. I don't even have well, I have the ring of stealth. Which isn't honestly the worst thing I could have. Gives us pretty average stealth rating. Which is, in turn, to say very good for the race that we are. Not sneaking up on these guys. Well, only one of them knows about me. But I don't want to get caught up in the midst of all that. Well, we're so clever. So clever we haven't memorized a spell yet. So we definitely need blink. Yep. And also... So I think that we're not actually particularly good at charms. Oh, no, we're as good. Summoning and ice magic is where we would shine the most. The only thing we're actually bad at is necromancy. And invocations. Which means that, God of, let's see. Well, I think most gods have powers that they grant. But, are they really all different? Start with different letters? Oh. Sure do. Oh, that's not one for I. That's the first one that doesn't have one. K-L-M-N. No, or a P. No. But hey. Oh, and the shining one is number 1. But Okawaru grants you skills. Speed up combat, which is not an invocation, maybe. Unless they actually have a chance of failure, which would be bad. But I was looking into going with... well, I wasn't looking at going into Wujian. But perform... And it's only brief for the speed up. No, it's totally the shining one that I was going after. So the invocations he has don't come until much later along. So yeah, I'll probably go with that though. Haven't seen it, have we? No, just Zen. No, this is also assuming that we even make it that far anyway. The slower movement we have is pretty rough. Even with being able to blink, it's random direction. I think that there is actually a controlled blink, but it's a more advanced spell. And Dagger of Holy Wrath. Suppose I should take that just in case we fight any undead that is particularly tricky. Have I found any armor yet? Yeah. But I didn't take it because it was chain. And it would mess with my spell casting, which I'm not even doing much of. Which honestly, I should get those up. Because they're not going to go up on their own unless I'm using it. I'm not going to sit here and blink all the time. Well, spellcasting might only need to be at about 5 the most. I'm going to want translocations up pretty high. So we'll even go 10. Now they are focused, which means they'll get like 10 or 15% automatic. Let's see. 16. So our other skills will go up as a higher rate. Or no. Well, if my swords keep going up at the rate they are, they will go up faster. But either way, we're getting it done. That way we won't have a 20% failure chance when we try and blink, which is pretty bad. Another enemy is sleeping on the staircase. What is up with that? That's about it for this floor. You just start off with armor and a pretty decent weapon as a warper. And we have to fight a troll, though. Oh, okay. Plus 3 whip of electrocution. So... great. This is not great. Because we're going to be dead. Unless we can get very lucky, which we can't. Well, big problem is, and I'm not mad, is I need to enter the name, and I hate that it saves the name. It should reset every time. So, what do I play now? I haven't done a proper spellcaster in a while. People are really good spellcasters, but they're really not elemental spellcasters. Could go with a Draconian. Or go with I could go with the old classic Formicid Earth Elemental Warrior. Let's do that. I'll name him Diggy. And I still have Bloodstained as my category. Why do I not fix thing? Thing fix. Alright, so because of the limitation on stones, I don't want to sit on those forever. But I also don't want to use them all up in one turn. Oh, well, we got a cursed robe of nothing. See if we can find a weapon. Here we are. And that has synergy with polearm, so we'll go ahead and use it. So, what we want to do is get off unarmed combat. Always at odds. I don't think I need throwing since we have earth magic. Armor we definitely want on. Dodging we'll cap out at 5. If it ever gets there, of course. Not particularly interested in stealth, but we'll leave it on because we are adept at it. And even if it just goes up at a very slow rate. Okay, I guess I just wanted to die here. I'm forgetting already that I am not a warrior. Not yet. But soon. Alright, so health points healed up. And while I was saying I didn't want to spend a lot of my stones on casting that, looks like that's what we're going to do. Because we don't really get good at anything other than slings, as far as ranged goes. We may or may not pursue that. Disappointed that we didn't seem to do any damage with the sneak attack with the club, though. Is it possible that we missed? Helpless goblin fails to defend itself. You hit, but do no damage. Wow, it's unfortunate. Tropotip darts. Eh. I hadn't decided on a deity yet, but what I could do, which is kind of powerful, is go with Ashanzari. Since we're using magic, we don't really need to worry about switching weapons as much. Plus, we get to see a lot about the enemies, which I'll probably do. We seem to be coming along with melee attacks and such things now. Oh, you know what? Polearms and maces do not have a direct synergy. So what other weapons have I found then? Well, daggers are even less, so I'll just keep searching around. Definitely need pass wall, yes. Which is the only spell we have that's going to save our butts. Because we can't teleport. Which is fine. You know, at this rate, I might actually want to focus on my dodging. Because we do have the cap on it still, yes? Okay. So get it up there. Since we have not been finding armor. Now we also have the ability to shaft ourselves to escape combat. I do need to remember that as well. There's a lot of things I need to remember, and it's one of the reasons why playing the same class, race, at least the same race, might be a decent plan. At least want to take that plate mail, even if I don't use it right away. Although one does wonder how bad it would really be. Well, I'd have to remove my curse first. So there is that stipulation. Sleeping. Well, hopefully you stay asleep, basically, forever. Oh, come on now. Increase our strength, because we're going to need to be pretty much increasing our strength every time. Because we started off pretty low. Well, so much for fighting you without you blinking. Okay. Thank you. +2 robe. So let's read this magic mapping and this identify. Alright. Potion of mutation. We got a couple of them. I could go for that. Urge to shout. I feel connection to magic subdued. And I feel robust, which is terrible. Bad combination there. Oh, actually, wait, I feel robust. What is that? Oh. Oh, and weaker. I missed the you feel weaker. So I gained hit points, lost strength. Made spells easier to cast but less powerful, which isn't good. And I occasionally shout uncontrollably. So let's try that again. Yep. So we only have good things now. Increased evasion, armor class, and possess exceptional clarity of mind. Which is good. Those are good things. We did lose our durability. So basically everything from the first potion is gone. Both good and bad. But possessing clarity of mind is great. That means that mind affecting spells won't affect me. You know, since there isn't actually a... Nope. Okay. Damn, now see the problem with that is I actually... Oh, since there's not actually a synergy between polearms and maces, I should just use sandblast as much as possible. Though I'm down to 8 stones, which is crazy. And the main reason why I wasn't using it too much. Oh. Alright, so we have a few options here. I got Sneaky. I got Stormy. Fast movement, healing, or rage. Well, I think we're going to go with Ashen. So none of those other ones we're after. Which will be good because we're going with a lot of different skills too. And that will help us to, if not actually focus a little bit more. Okay, Wanderer. Should be fine. We just need to get to a sneaky spot. Like that rat sneaking around. I know it wasn't the toughest fight, so I wasn't that concerned, but yeah, I did not expect him to sneak around. But if I was worried about a rat hitting me, I've got bigger problems. Well, longswords are decent. Hey, ring of protection, not bad, not bad. Not very high, powerful ring of protection, but we don't have our armor yet. So it does help us out. That is the Quarterstaff of Chaos. Crazy Wolf. Also has a cloak. But I'm not feeling particularly strong right now. Although, that does mean that his armor should be low. So I should be able to sandblast him with my 3 stones. It's a little risky. But I feel like we can handle it. And I'm glad we did. Because he didn't seem to care very much about that first one. Now, I don't really want to use the quarterstaff, but if I am correct, it does open up. Maybe it doesn't. I haven't used it yet. So that could be the issue. Let's see. One hand pair. We can still use a shield, which we haven't found yet, with a staff as a formicid. It doesn't seem to say. Well, oh, wait, no. What synergies it has. But I feel like it should synergize with pole arms. But it doesn't necessarily matter what I mean. Oh, and the other bad thing about quarterstaffs or weapons of chaos in general is that they can end up sending enemies to the abyss, and you don't get experience for that. Which might be the thing I least like about them. Also, they can occasionally make your enemies more powerful. Which is never good. Ever. Excuse me. Just because you can manage something doesn't make it good. That's all I'm saying. Plus, I need to take this robe with me if I ever have any hope of equipping it. Two compared to 5. You know what? Don't need ring mail. It's only 1 point difference. And it would definitely have an effect on my evasion. Or you just hit auto explore. Yeah. So yeah. Seems like there is no synergy between that. I need an axe then. Nope. Only daggers, flails, and short and long swords. Starting to come up on some stones though. Alright, goodbye. Get that strength going. There we are. Strength with an S. Of course, we do have some benefit to gaining dexterity, so it's not a total waste doing that. You know what? I'll take a few poison darts. It will make it harder for us to track how many stones we have, but I'm not really that concerned about that anyway. Come on. Alright. Fine. Well, actually it's 1:30. A little bit tired. This isn't officially a regular stream day yet because I haven't streamed on this day before. So I think that I might end up calling it pretty soon. Ugh. Yeah. I'll go for a little bit longer. Clear this floor or something. There's really no reason for me to do that even. But I gotta show that I have commitment to streaming, I guess. That might be my only real blood. Alright, so pole arms are showing up, so we do get... Wait, what? Okay, so there is stabs and pole arms. Wait. Hold on. Drop. I don't know. So grab those and those. We'll see if the stabs. Ah. See if we go up from 0.4. Might have to kill a few things first. I knew there were more enemies on this floor. Yeah, they are going up. Okay. That's all I really wanted to check. I'm gonna call it because I don't have awake juice. That's about it. Thank you for those who did join me today. I do appreciate it greatly. And I will be back on Monday for the stream that succeeds. The one that I actually have a regular commitment to and have all day. Thank you again, and goodbye.